We can hear double stops in the blues, often a mixture of thirds and fourths. We can also hear double stops in funk rhythm guitar. And jazz. Whether you play rhythm guitar or lead guitar, these shapes can help open up a whole other approach to comping and licks. If you take your double stop shape and you flip it upside down, you invert it, lowest note goes up an octave. Your third becomes a sixth. This shape is used to good effect in many styles as well. Country, blues guitar, fusion, a command of these shapes, understanding the whole picture, key, tonality, chord progression is a must. Otherwise, we're just moving our fingers and hoping it sounds good. Try this. Relate your A major triad inversions to dominant 7 chord voicings by moving the root down a whole step. Root position A, root goes down a whole step, now we have a dominant 7 chord voicing. First inversion A, root goes down a whole step, now we have another dominant 7 chord voicing. Second inversion A, root goes down a whole step, and now we have yet another dominant 7 chord voicing. Similar to diminished triads. Now, isolate the G and B string. We now have double stop shapes. Boom! Use a similar approach for your sixths. Visualize your 3-note dominant 7 voicings and simply remove the middle voice. You now have your saucy country blues sounding sixths. Another approach would be to relate these shapes to all of the chords in the key. So for example, A Mixolydian, not A Ionian, A Mixolydian, it is implied that we're playing over a dominant 7 chord. So if we play root position, there's no 6th interval in a root position triad. So if we play the shape that most people associate with an open A chord, that's second inversion, you would have a 6th between the D string and the B string, between E and C sharp, the 5th and 3rd. Play all of the diatonic triads in A Mixolydian from second inversion. Remove the middle note. Boom! 6ths, diatonic 6ths in A Mixolydian. Another 6th is present in first inversion, between the 3rd scale degree and the root. Just like we did with second inversion, play all of the diatonic triads in A Mixolydian from first inversion. You may run out of space, but you can move it to a different string set if you like. You can also play it backwards. Play all of your diatonic chords in A Mixolydian from first inversion. Take out the middle note. Boom! Diatonic 6ths. Now they're the same notes, the same shapes, from different starting points. So whether you think E and C sharp is second inversion A, or E and C sharp is first inversion C sharp minor, the context is going to tell you. So what's the underlying chord? That's the context. Whether we hear it as one or the other is really going to depend on what chord we're playing over. But if you want to just blast through these, it doesn't matter. The notes are going by so quickly, no chord change is really necessary, no chord change is perceived. It just sounds like a harmonized melody. So, memorize all of these licks, or some of these licks, understand how to practice this, and how to relate these shapes to underlying chords, and just go for it. Hello, this lesson is available on Gumroad. Playing the tab in the key of A is one thing. Playing in an unfamiliar key or chasing all 3 chords in a blues, that can be tricky. Think about joining me in Guitar Malade Live, where I walk you through exactly how to play these licks in your solos. Download the PDF lesson and join me in a Guitar Malade Live session. It's gonna be fun. I hope to see you there.